It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, we're going to see Keenan Allen. He was perfect for them a week ago, getting a pair of touchdowns and some massive yardage. It's the Vikings and the Chargers, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at US Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Vikings set to go to work, and they're led by the leading passer in the NFC a season ago. Now in his 12th year, 6th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
A quick check on the numbers for Keenan Allen from last week. 2 touchdowns and, don't forget, over 200 yards as well. Not bad.
It certainly seemed like every time you looked up, he was catching another touchdown pass, didn't it?
And if he wasn't doing that, it was a great catch for a long run after it. Play fake. Cousins. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Returnable here for Davis. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by a 3rd-year pro and 3rd overall pick from North Dakota State. He's battled injuries early in his career. Try to stay healthy now, and that's Trey Lance.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
This defense for the Vikings, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
He lets one go deep for Addison. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, this unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Chargers at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
On second down, Williams. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And now out comes Minnesota. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now Cousins. Wide open. It's Allen complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now following up here for an injury. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So nothing doing there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Davis now to return it. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Off of play action, here's Lance. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
Here's Lance to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken it around the 40. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good. Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board. No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be. Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted. Yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. On the counter, here's Williams. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4. There's 3 guys up front. The nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends. They're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys are put on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just run and hit. 1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. Throwing, Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Again, it's Cousins. Into the hands of the rookie Jordan Addison. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, Cousins. And he is caught. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. From the red zone now, Cousins. And his pass incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now their versatile running back. Here's Austin Eckler. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Trying the power game with Ham. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
After a play like that, it should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Cousins. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 9. Again, it's Williams. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation. Seven blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Jordan Addison in the offense out for another drive. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off. So you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of players. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
Up the middle with Eckler. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That play ended for a net loss thanks to Javon Hargrave. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 9. Cousins to throw it. And this is incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time.
Drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. L.A. readies for its next possession. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time, love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. This throw incomplete, nearly picked picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. With third down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Lance looking to throw it. Man is caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Christian Watson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have retaken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Vikings head out to take over once again. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A first down throw for Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, he left no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
Now a 2nd and 10. Cousins now. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. Cousins again. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. They'll look to throw again. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Cousins. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second down, Cousins. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Ready.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Ready, ready, ready.
To throw, it's Lance. Complete. Jefferson to target. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now Lance. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Screen play set up for Williams. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Red, yellow.
Now Lance again. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. 1 second, all that remains. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We begin with Sean Payton's return to the field on which he won a Super Bowl. Denver on the road to take on Miami. And it's the Dolphins who are out in front in the second quarter. Robbie Chosen, a touchdown reception. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Josh Allen has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And that one all tied. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference. Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here's Darius Davis on the return. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Blaster, stick. Ready.
Play action. Now it's Lance. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
4th and short in this part of the field. You just notice special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake, but Brandon, don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it, and they were ready for it and stopped it.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now Cousins. He gets it to Addison. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with him for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On play action, Cousins. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Trenton Simpson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And here's Ryan Wright now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Lance now to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Lance going to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Cousins on 3rd and 2. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, it's Cousins. He's got Allen. Nifty move. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. They go play action. Cousins. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Cousins. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Check White. Ready?
They begin the drive with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Ready?
From the gun, it's Lance. And he's got this to Jefferson. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Chargers. Justin Jefferson. His first touchdown of the new season. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And that will make this a 4-point game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins. That is caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. On 1st and 10, Cousins going underneath. He's got Hawkinson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Play fake. Cousins. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for the quarterback.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. That's down the field for Jefferson. That's caught inside the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
Check, hut. Ready.
Williams will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. Williams. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. And his kick here is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Cousins. Fighting his, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Oh, boy, we got a stoppage here because Kirk Cousins is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Ready, ready.
3rd and 8. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
Hold the ready. Gravity Lions. 19 Charger, 19 Charger.
On 1st down, Downs to throw. Allen's got it complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Here we go.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Bronco switch. Bronco. Hey, hey.
Off the play fake. Here's Dobbs. They'll find Osborne here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Alert! Alert! Smash! Smash!
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Touchdown! Jordan Addison with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tied football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Ready, go!
On first and 10, here's Lance. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Now Lance. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. On the draw, here's Mitchell. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Well, now, after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll come up first and 10 here.
Ball red. White.
Now Lance. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
80 seconds remain, second and 10. Now Dobbs. He's got Eckler. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Ready?
Dobbs. And Allen's got it. And running with power here. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Eckler will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
Here we go.
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So the Chargers now down 27-20. A little over 30 seconds remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Able to get out across the 40-yard line, so a spectacular play to begin this drive. Here's Lance. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
Again, a good friend in football always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
One final try now for Lance. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Vikings, it's back-to-back victories now.